before you were stronger than you and possessed more money and children. You've become preoccupied with your material possessions, just like us before you. You've become totally heedless, just as they were heedless. Such are the people who nullified our words, both in this world and in the hereafter. They are the losers.
Good evening. I'm Irene Wilder, and I'm joining you from the house that will host what may be the largest, most dramatic, and most intense social experiment of its kind. Pretty soon, this room will fill with 12 men and women specifically selected for their intelligence, physical skill, and dedication, which will all be put to the test here in this very house. For the next 5 weeks, our contestants will have to compete against each other in a unique game, and every week, the losers of the game will have to go home. After 5 weeks, the last man or woman left standing will be crowned the winner and will receive an $850,000 cash prize. It won't be easy though. Every game has been specifically designed to push each and every one of them to their limits, so that the only one who can survive this gauntlet will be able to claim their prize, while the rest have to hang their heads in shame after they get chewed up and spat out by the machine. And stay tuned, because the first of those games starts today. That's right, they will have to fight for the right to stay the very first night in the house. Every week after that, they'll be given 6 days to prepare and strategize for the next game. 6 days where they'll stay in this house, isolated from the rest of the world. They've already handed over their phones and said goodbye to social media, the news, their families, and their friends. In this house, their only company will be each other. This is not an ordinary house though. Right next to this property is our master control room, from which our team will monitor their every move with the help of the 57 microphones and 20 cameras placed strategically throughout the house, so that they can bring all the drama, deception, and strategy to your screen every single week. Like I said, in just a few minutes, our 12 contestants will filter through that door. But before they got here, they were all given a clue about what their next challenge would be. We'll get to that, but right now, I'm sure you're all dying to meet our competitors. So let's take a look at the moment they found out they were accepted into the machine. Our first contestant is an aspiring entrepreneur from Atlanta.
I'm Leo. I'm a Leo, and I'm a data analyst. In my free time, you can find me at one of my side hustles. I was pulling into my parking spot, ready for a boring, busy day of meetings and paperwork. What is that? And there's just this letter taped to the, reserved parking sign. Congratulations, you have been offered a position in the machine. Next thing you know, I'm going around the office telling my coworkers I'm about to be on TV. I'm 20 years old, at 21 in a few days. I'll have to wait until after the contest to celebrate though. I can't have anything distracting me from the games. That party's gonna be a lot better with $800,000 to spend.
Meanwhile, another contestant found hers in a much higher place.
Hey, you dropped the... Well, I was on my morning hike, and someone runs past me and drops an envelope on the ground. I look down, and it says my name on it. It's spooky. So I open it, and it says, you've been offered a position in the machine. I'm Nia Pote. Yes, that Pote. My grandfather founded a construction company, and so all over the central Northwest and South Dakota, where I'm from, you see Pote all over the place. My family may be pretty well off, but that doesn't mean I've had it easy, and in my 25 years, I've definitely learned a lot and overcome a lot, so I'm ready to win. I'm looking forward to the machine to put my skills to the test and maybe hopefully meet some interesting people along the way.
Our next 3 contestants had a more emotional reaction to the news.
Hello? Can I get some help, please? And what are you? No way. My name is Ivan, and I'm going to compete in the machine. I was actually just going to buy some cigarettes, and no one was at the counter, but there was an envelope there on the counter with, Ivan Kovac written across the front. So I open it, and I just start bawling. I don't even know why, really. All I know for sure is everyone else better watch out, because I won't go down without a fight. I'm 32 as of last July. Sounds like most of the others are a bit younger than me, so hopefully my experience will carry me through to that cash prize.
What's up? I'm Miguel. I'm 21, and I'm a night security guard. When I found my offer letter, I felt a lot of things. I was shocked to start with. This is kind of the first time I've really been recognized for my skills. I was also sad that I'd have to be away from my family and my girlfriend for so long, but mostly I'm excited to see what these challenges are going to be and what the other competitors are going to throw at me.
You have been offered a position in the machine.
My name is Dani, short for Danielle. I'm a student at UC San Diego. I'm studying civil engineering. What I'm most excited for in the machine is winning. I'm younger and smarter than everyone else. Honestly, they don't stand a chance. I think if I win, the first thing I'll spend my money on is a house for my parents and sister. They've never had it easy, and I'd like to do something nice for them. I just want to give them the life they deserve. And the rest will go to my tuition, probably.
You've just met 5 of this season's contestants. We'll meet the others shortly, but before that, let's take a look at the master control room. Now, we have to be quiet in here. Our crew is constantly monitoring the house from every angle, and we don't want to distract them at all. As you can see, from this central hub, the control room team can watch everything while editing it all as it happens. Likewise, this dedicated team of sound designers are always listening to every word uttered inside the house. They're constantly filtering through every single microphone so that we can always bring only the highest quality audio to your speakers. Whether our house guests are standing in the kitchen, on the back porch, or even in their personal dorm room, we will always be able to watch and listen to every scheme, every ploy, and every dramatic moment will be presented to you in 1080 pixel and 44.1 kilohertz resolution. Now, without any further ado, let's meet our next few contestants. Up next is a professional poker player who hopes to bring to the house what he brings to the table.
Pierre is my legal name, but most people call me Ross, because my last name is Rosi. I was actually born in Calgary, which is kind of southern part of Alberta, not too far from the border. But my parents moved to Halifax when I was a baby, so that's where I grew up. Poker is a game that's all about bluffing and reading each other's bluffs, so hopefully I can stay a few steps ahead of everyone. Yeah, of course I can win. This whole thing is a gamble for me. I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't think I could win.
Hi! Hello, what do you have there? Good boy. Good boy.
Well, my name's Allain. I'm 29 and I was raised on a farm. This farm, actually. No, I wasn't expecting this at all. When my parents asked me to visit, I thought they'd actually wanted to talk about who would take over the property, since they're getting older, Sorry, Mom, you'll have to wait another 5 weeks. I'm taking down the machine first. I'm in it to win it here, and if I have to step on a few toes to get there, then everyone better watch their feet when I'm around.
While some of our contestants so far have come from louder or more extreme environments, our next competitor spends her time in a much quieter place.
Thank you. Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am. The machine. Oh, shit! My name is Blake. I'm a librarian currently. This is my gap year, so I'm just working here until I graduate, I guess. Don't let the librarian moniker fool you. I'll go toe-to-toe with anyone in the machine and win 10 out of 10 times, no matter the competition. Well, when I'm not working, you can usually find me at the gym or studying. That 800K is going to be huge as capital when I start my business. I haven't really decided what kind of business I'll own yet, but I'm not really distressed about it. Nothing's going to distract me from that cash prize.
Though some competitors are eager to tell us about their qualifications, others prefer to let their actions speak for themselves.
You may call me Umar. I will probably win. Money doesn't interest me, but jobs are boring and these games could be stimulating if there's any competition.
Hi. Well, my friends call me Jessie, mostly because it's my name. I'm 24 years old and I'm a sales consultant for a luxury car dealership. It has its perks. I get to test drive some pretty interesting cars around. In my free time, I'm either sparring at my gym or I'm live streaming. It's kind of an unusual hobby, but I like the community aspect of it. I'm not really concerned about the competition, the rest of them, I mean. I'm sure they'll put up a good fight, but I'll win in the end, for sure. I have a few ideas for what I'll do with the prize money. Rest assured, the machine won't be the last you hear of Jesse Crane.
Oh, all right. Stay steady. Don't rush, or else you'll drop it. Hey, stop. Okay. It's okay. Where? Huh? It's a very unique day. My trainee, who I guess wasn't a trainee after all, he dropped something we were carrying and just vanishes. But you know, there's just an envelope on the ground there, and it's got my name on it. So I open it, and I guess I'm going to be on the machine. My name is Ladell, and I'm a warehouse manager from Arizona. I'm 25, and as much as I like this job, I'd rather be doing just about anything else with my time. Being on the machine is gonna be a great change of pace, and if I win, I'm quitting this job the moment I get out. I've never been a super tactical kind of person, but I'm really curious about what the first game is going to be.
And with that, you've met all but one competitor in the machine. Now though, I think it is the best time to tell you all that there's just one more rule that all of our contestants learned along with their offer letter. At the end of every week, all of the contestants will be told the theme of the next game. Just a simple word or phrase that will help them strategize through the week. And so, without any further ado, let's meet the 12th and final contestant.
I'm Magnus. I'm 24. I'm semi-unemployed, and I'm gonna beat the machine. I wouldn't say I'm an aspiring actor so much as I'm trying it out and seeing how it works for me. I was getting kind of bored with my previous job, so I switched to part-time a couple of months ago, and in the meantime, I've been going to auditions, you know, seeing how it goes. Nothing major yet, except this, of course. I'm hoping I can win. I mean, I've got my family cheering me on, and can't let them down, of course. What I do with the prize money, I'm not really sure yet. I try not to think too much of the future before it happens, but I suppose maybe take some acting classes first? Yeah, the offer letter is so mysterious. Me and my friends were just playing soccer, and someone sabotaged the ball, I guess, because it just popped mid-game. And I mean, it popped like it exploded, but right where it was, there was an envelope with my name on it. Yeah, I don't even know who. It had to have been James, I guess. He brought the ball. Anyway, the letter said, "You have been offered a position in the machine.
Over the course of 5 weeks,
You will face challenges that will push you to your limits.
You and 11 others will compete against each other.
for a chance to win an $850,000 cash prize.
Well, the whole nation watches.
You and your co-competitors will occupy the same house.
And only leave when you lose a challenge.
Or when you win the money.
Games are held every week.
And only the winners will remain.
Your first game and largest elimination
begins on your first day in the machine.
So that you may strategize now.
The theme of the first game is...
Getting to know you.
We wish you luck with all your preparation.
And we will see you.
And your competitors.
In the machine.
Finally, with all our contestants introduced and the rules clearly set, we're finally ready to start the machine.
Oh, am I the first one here?
Oh, hello.
Hi. Ivan.
Ivan. That's a good name. I like it. You have any Russian heritage?
Not really. Not that I know of.
Oh, your parents just like the name then?
Something like that. Never really asked.
Ross, short for Rosi.
Gotcha. Did you get a code with your letter? Or something like that?
Code? No. Is there... Interesting.
Interesting? Have the game started already?
Well, maybe. They left the suitcase for us, but you need a code to open it.
You weren't given any kind of code, were you?
No. I wonder if there's a clue around here. I'm Miguel, by the way.
Ivan. That's Ross.
Ross, huh? You ever watch Friends, Ross?
Yeah, that's where my name comes from, actually.
Really?
No. Not really. I don't think Friends was really as big in Canada as it was over here.
What part of Canada are you from?
Montreal, actually. So, Quebec.
Ah, so if one of these games needs any French, we got our guy.
Oh, let's hope not. I haven't practiced my French for quite a while.
Wow, I don't think I've been in a house this big before. And what are you three doing?
Looking for clues.
Clues?
For this.
Probably has something to do with that.
God damn. You're a genius. What's your name?
Danielle. Dani. You are?
Miguel. And that's Ross and Ivan.
Okay then, Ross, Ivan, Miguel. What do you make of it?
Well, it doesn't look like much from where I'm standing. But I bet if you stand in a particular spot, it might say something legible.
It looks, Dani, I think if you go in that room behind you...
The first woman here, and you're already telling me to get in the kitchen.
I didn't... That's not what I meant.
Ooh, drama already? But I just got here.
Don't worry, no real drama yet. You haven't missed anything.
Blake.
Blake? I'm Ross. The quiet one over there is Ivan, the curious one in the kitchen is Dani, and the misogynist is Miguel.
Hey, I'm not a misogynist. My mother was a woman, I'll have you know.
I see depths guard a hidden message.
Huh?
That's what it says.
See those marks on the ceiling? We think it's a clue to find the pin for that case on the table.
I see, but what does that mean?
It's a riddle.
Hardly. I see depths. Is there cold storage in the basement, maybe?
Cold storage? What kind of house has a walk-in freezer like that?
I don't know. Have you seen the basement before?
Why does it need to be in the basement?
Icy depths? Where else is both icy and deep?
How is it icy?
That's why I asked if there's a cold storage.
It's in the fridge. It was in the fridge. It's just a bunch of numbers, though.
Let me see that. It's some sort of code.
That's what we're looking for, isn't it?
It's too many digits. N124092500611.
Oh, some kind of cipher? I've never been any good at those.
Worry not. Breaking codes like this is my specialty.
Aren't we all so lucky to have you here, Miguel?
Well, Looks like everyone's made themselves comfortable already.
But they did all go silent when we walked in.
That's true. That's true. Y'all scared or something?
They would be.
Scared? Who's scared? You two come in here talking like you own the place. I think you should be scared.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the only one talking, won't that put you at a disadvantage for the first game?
Maybe not. We don't really know how the first game will go. Maybe tonight you'll want everyone to know your life story.
Or maybe the opposite. I'm Ross. You would be?
Ladell. And I hope I didn't actually offend you.
Dani.
Dani. Short for Danielle, right? I like that name.
And Ladell? That's an interesting name. Where does that come from?
I don't know. I think it might be just one of those names.
I got it! I figured it out. The code. It's about the message on the ceiling. Look, 24. The 24th letter. S.
So the whole code is every 2 digits, right? The 24th letter, then the 9th, the 25th, then 6 and 11.
And the N one at the beginning is the key, yeah?
Yes. And so the code is 6, 6, 6, 3, 8.
Nope. It's not right.
Are you sure? Did you... No, you entered it right, so it's gotta be something else. But what though?
Someone want to explain what's going on to the new guys?
You were specially selected like the rest of us, Ladell. I think you can figure it out as well
V.
as the...
It's a V, not a U.
It's,
Hello, contestants, and congratulations. You have completed your first challenge together. Throughout your time in the house, you may face more of these team-building exercises. Don't get too comfortable with each other, though, because every week from here on out, you will have to compete against the people around you for the opportunity to stay in this house. Those who lose a game will be eliminated from the house and from the running for the cash prize. Inside the case you just opened, Pierre, you'll find multiple recording devices. These are your audio journals for your run in the house. Pierre, if you wouldn't mind, hand everyone the recording device with their name on it.
Pierre?
yeah, that's me. Thank you, Irene, but I prefer Ross, if that's all right.
Of course. I'll remember that. Now, please, each of you, get familiar with your recorder. Pressing the little red button will start and stop your recording. This will be your way of sharing your thoughts, feelings, and strategies with your fans without letting your housemates in on what you have in store.
Day 1 in the machine. Letting all of you out there know that you can put your trust in me because I'm in this to win.
I feel like there may already be some hostility in the house, but it's hard to say with everyone here being strangers.
So far, I haven't quite met everyone, but they all seem nice enough. It'll be a shame to see them leave, but I'm really ready to win this lottery.
Please make sure the remaining contestants get their recorders as they arrive.
Anything for you, boss.
Thank you. Now you may have completed your team building exercise, but don't forget that our first game and largest elimination round of the show will take place later today. I'm sure you all remember the theme of your first game.
Getting to know you?
Yes, thank you, Ladell. Each of the games you will compete in will have a theme, designed to give you some clue about the contents of the game. And so, to give you all a fair chance to use this information, the first game will begin 1 hour after the final contestant arrives. And for the time being, those of you who have arrived early get acquainted with your new house and your new housemates. Claim your bed before the latecomers get the chance, and get ready for the next 5 weeks. Welcome all to the machine.
Woo-woo! Well, you heard her. I'm gonna go claim a bed.
Don't bother. You'll be out of here before you get a chance to use it anyway, eh?
So, Pierre.
Yeah, I don't like that name.
It's not a bad name.
Why don't you like it?
It's too French.
Oh. Thought we were waiting for someone to invite us in.
Yeah, we've just been talking outside like, I wonder where the staff is. I'm Milani, and this is, don't tell me, Leo?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and Jess.
Jessie.
Jessie, that's right, sorry.
Right off the bat, not a fan of these two. You get here and just stand outside the door? Don't even knock? Seems suspicious to me. Leo, Alani, and Jessie. I'll try to remember that. I'm Blake.
I'm starting to get sick of all these introductions. But I don't want to take any chances, and I know I have to take whatever advantage I can get here. If I can meet everyone, maybe I'll get to know them better than they get to know me. Ross. And these are for each of you.
Getting to know you could mean a few things. I think all of them are trying to learn everything about each other. That means the less they know about me, the better.
Looks like 2 beds to a room. How about it, roomie?
I don't know, man. You cool? You felt kind of hostile earlier.
Oh, it's nothing personal, man. I'm just interested in Dani out there. So I gotta step in when people are talking like that to her.
I don't know why Miguel is trying to get closer to me right now. Maybe he thinks it'll give him an advantage. But if he's showing his insecurity, then who am I to shut that down? Nah, you're good. You don't have to worry about me. I didn't come here to compete over females. I came here to win my 800K.
The late old man seems like someone to keep an eye on. And like they say, I keep my friends close and my enemies closer. I feel that, brother. What's someone like you needing all that money for?
I mean, anything beats a 9 to 5, right? So why not chance it with something I know I can win?
We'll see about that. I mean, I've never lost before. You really think you stand a chance?
We'll just have to see who makes it to the end, won't we?
Well, we could do that. Or maybe we both make it to the end.
What do you mean by that exactly?
I mean that I like you, and I think one of us could win that money. So if we work together, we can make sure that the only competition by the final game is between you and me.
And what happens if you decide that you can't win that competition?
Well, then I'll make sure you lose before then. And I trust you do the same to me. The only way an alliance is going to work in this game is if everyone thinks they'll win in the end, and I think we can carry each other to the end. When I will win the game and claim the prize and the girl.
You'll get the cash and the girl. All right, let's join up for now. We may have gotten off on the wrong foot, but Miguel seems ambitious. And if there's one thing I've learned from shows like this, is that ambition paints a target on their own back. I won't have to worry about facing this guy in the end, but teaming up here will show me who the real competition is. I take it you've already considered who else could be on our side.
I've been keeping my eye out. So far, I think you and I are the only ones who stand a chance. Although, a couple of the others might be useful for our purposes. Ivan is definitely going to be someone we can use, but it might be best to wait until after this first game, just in case he's forming an alliance right now.
Sure. Let's be safe about our loyalties.
Yeah. Also, if this is going to be the largest elimination, then any alliance they start could be weakened by the outcome of this game.
And then they'll want to rebuild their strength in numbers, and they'll be eager to join us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you might be a good ally to have after all.
I know that. Everyone in this house should wish they had an ally as strong as me. That cash prize is as good as mine. We still might need someone else to ensure our victory for this game, though. Who was the guy who walked in with you? I didn't hear his name.
That guy? Yeah, I didn't really get his name either. He might not be sharing any info for the first game.
Oh, the way you were talking, I had assumed you two knew each other.
Nah. We spoke for like 2 seconds before we came in. Man was kind of funny, but I didn't really know anything about him.
That guy, whatever his name is, he was the only one who saw that it was a V on the ceiling.
Yeah, what's that all about anyway?
Oh, right. That was a clue on the ceiling that led to a code, and Ivan figured out that the code was a cipher for the same clue. and you were there for that, but that guy saw that the writing on the ceiling had a swapped letter.
If he ain't talking to nobody, then we don't have to worry about alliances being formed before the game. Let's just talk to him now.
Agreed.
There are quite a few names and details to remember so quickly, but I've always been pretty good at names, so I'm not too worried about this game. I'm only worried if it turns out these people have been lying to me and that gives them some huge advantage in this game. I think you're probably the most capable person here, but I think if we work together, we can carry each other to victory.
Doesn't it seem a little early to be talking about alliances? Irene said multiple people are going home today. If we team up and I get sent home, then you've painted a target on your back.
No way. Everyone here expects everyone else to make alliances. Besides, us working together will ensure neither of us has to leave anytime soon.
You don't know that, and I've learned that the safe bet will always turn out for the best. So, let's worry about things like alliances after this game.
How about this? Let's help each other through the first game, and if no one noticed, and we're both here tomorrow, then let's team up for the rest of the game, okay?
Fine.
Great. Give me your bag.
What? Why?
Because I'm gonna go pick a dorm for us. You can move your stuff later if you really want. Alright, later then.
I arrived late, so I know I have to take every opportunity to learn more about everyone here. But the only interesting person here is Ross, and he seems a little suspicious of sharing too much.
Well, everyone has a tell. Nobody really lies without just giving it away. Not if you know what you're looking for. Unless they're a psychopath or something.
Oh, is that what you are? A psychopath?
I did actually used to be one of those kids in middle school who would call themselves a psychopath because I thought it made me sound cool.
Oh no. Did it work?
You know, people kind of avoided me after that for some reason. I think they were probably intimidated.
Of course. You were just too cool for them. They didn't know how to handle it.
Yeah, something like that.
I think everyone's had a cringy phase like that, though. I grew up on a farm, so I used to try to gross people out in high school with all the stuff you see on farms. Like, I remember one time I kept talking to someone in my class about castrating bulls, and I kept going, even after they tried to get me to stop.
I think you might actually be the psychopath. Finally.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm Magnus.
You're late, Magnus.
Am I? How many people are here already?
Other than you, 10 so far.
Well, if I'm the 11th, then there's still one more, right? So I'm definitely not late. Who are you?
You can call me Ross.
I'm Allain. Everyone else is checking out the house. You might want to start getting acquainted. The first game is supposed to start 1 hour after the next person gets here.
Oh, I suppose I should get to know everyone, shouldn't I?
Mm-hmm. Here, this is an audio recorder. You're supposed to use it to document your thoughts for the viewers.
Thanks. Sorry, it's Ross, right?
You got it.
Right. Last name?
Rosi.
Got it. Well, it's good to meet you too. I'm gonna go unpack.
I'll join you. Actually, in a sec. Do you know him or something? That was just weirdly tense. I don't know what's going on between these two, but I didn't come here to keep any peace. If they want to target each other for whatever reason, maybe I can use that to my advantage.
The way I see it, if a third of us really are going home tonight, then having at least 3 of us working together ensures that at least 2 of us make it through, right?
So you're betting on fracturing your alliance day 1? You should be just 2.
Why a third?
Well, because Miss Ho said that this would be the largest elimination in the show. If we're here for 5 weeks, that is 6 eliminations. So with 12 people, the only way to ensure there are at least 2 for the final game and that this is the largest elimination is for at least 1/3 of us to be eliminated today.
I just got here and I have to think about math. It's not a great sign. But math was my best subject in school, so I don't think I'll have too much to worry about. I see. Then surely you'd want 5 people in your alliance, right? And guarantee that it lasts past today? That's what's going on, right? You two are trying to convince him to join your alliance?
In the middle of talking to a brick wall, this stranger walks in, and it sounds like he's already on board. These 2 might be pretty valuable for us right now. Something like that. I'm Ladell. And my new roommate here is Miguel.
My name's Magnus, and,
Umar.
Got it. You got last names, Umar, Ladell, Miguel?
You gonna tell us your last name, or are you just trying to get a little leg up in this game?
So paranoid. Are you worried sharing your name is going to cost you the game?
We don't know anything about the rules. Full names might be just what we need to pull out a win here.
How much trust do you have in your alliance if you won't even tell them your name? In fact, how do we know your name is actually Miguel?
Why is everyone here so weird about their name?
I mean, we may have an alliance, but we're still in it to win for ourselves in the end. If anything, we should be sharing info about everyone else, not ourselves.
Your whole alliance is in this room? How exactly are you planning to acquire that information you want to share with me?
He's right, man. I think we're just wasting our time out here. Great. Thanks to Miguel, we just lost 2 people. There's no way we can afford to ally ourselves with anybody else either. Not if it means we won't get any info on them. The longer we sit in this room, the lower our chances will be in the game today.
Yeah, I guess. This guy isn't interested in winning. We're wasting our time. And you, Magnus, you're not gonna try to win the money either?
Well, how am I supposed to win this game if I don't know anything about the people I'm playing with? My invitation letter said that everyone here was specially selected for their skills and talents. There's no way I'm gonna discount these 2 based on this interaction alone. How about we all just talk for now?
And give you a leg up over both of us? Let's go, Ladell. The rest of the house should be of more use to us anyway.
Interesting characters. Is everyone here gonna be so strange?
Everyone here was selected for their intelligence. Did you think people here would be normal?
What about you then? Are you not normal?
Only people who want to be normal call themselves normal.
And only the people who want to be weird deny being normal. Which is it with you?
Ah, there you are. With,
Umar.
Umar. I don't believe we've been introduced.
We just were.
Yeah. And you, Magnus? Are you staying in this room with, Umar?
Well...
Go ahead.
Looks that way.
Umar? This guy already thinks he's better than us and you choose to spend your time with him? I think you'd just be feeding his ego at that point. I see. I haven't picked a room yet. I might just wait until after the elimination.
It's not a bad idea, especially if one of the rooms is empty, right?
Right.
Did I interrupt or something with Ross out there, or is that how he usually is?
It's hard to say. I think he might have just decided to have a problem with you specifically.
So, he wasn't like that earlier?
Not really. I think it's a play or something for the game later.
Oh, looks like the party's in here. I've been out here missing out on the fun. Ivan Kovac, welcome to the house.
Thank you. I'm Magnus Laughton. You know, you're the first person I've met here that hasn't been super weird about their name.
Huh? How have I been weird?
Well, okay, you're right. Not you. You never did tell me your last name, though.
You didn't ask. Why would you care about last names anyway?
Well, I don't care, per se. It's just that, to me, that's part of a proper introduction.
Well, I think that's being kind of weird about names, isn't it?
Maybe. I guess...
Attention contestants, the final house member has arrived. The first game will begin in 1 hour. Use your time wisely and make sure you're more prepared than your housemates. We'll see you in the backyard at 3 o'clock.
There are a few people here that I've barely spoken to. I guess it's time to kick into overdrive, right?
Something like that.
Aren't the ones you've barely spoken to in this room?
Yes. This is the best place for me to be then.
Fakir.
What?
My last name. My family name. It's Fakir.
Well, now that we've all been properly introduced, why don't...
Not all of us.
Don't mind me. Proceed.
How about we play a game?
A game before a game?
Right, a game for a game, really. It's simple. I'll say something about myself, and then each of you will say something about yourselves. And that way we all have something to work with going into this round and maybe save ourselves from elimination.
You're not worried about giving us too much of an advantage?
What? Nah. Just seems like a mutually beneficial thing to do. Besides, I got here pretty late. I don't want to be the one going into this game with nothing.
I think this will be a great way to learn more about a new friend, if nothing else. I'm in.
And what about him?
Umar, would you like to join us?
Fine.
Let's do it.
Alani seems a bit wary of Umar, but I bet she's just sensing his confidence. Everyone here was specially selected as the best of the best after all. It'd be weird if we all weren't confident in our abilities.
I'm excited to get to know everyone here. Everyone seems to have their own unique way of preparing for the games, their own way of solving problems. I'm eager to see what this means for this game.
Okay. Leo, short for Leonard. Jesse, Dani, short for Danielle. And Ross, who's actually Pierre, but goes by Ross. I think I got it.
Just Ross works.
Right. Got it.
You know, with you here, there's a lot of knee names.
What does that mean?
Like, I mean, there's Dani here, there's an Alani somewhere, just around, and now there's a Nia. Just a lot of knee.
You think that's why we were specially selected? So that we could become the knights who say knee?
Is this the origin story?
What is,
The knights who say knee. Monty Python?
I haven't seen it.
You're missing out.
So I've heard.
Well, if all of us are still here tomorrow, then maybe we should have a house movie night one of these days.
I like that idea. I could teach you all some good cinema.
Teach us? That's pretty presumptuous.
Okay then. What's your favorite movie?
What? Why?
Well, because I'm interested in the people I'll be spending the next 5 weeks with.
That's if you're here in the morning.
I like Interstellar.
Right. Okay. I mean, I like Interstellar too. It's okay. It's a pretty safe choice though. Have you seen 2001?
Is that your favorite?
Is that not a very safe choice?
I didn't say it was my favorite. I was just saying it's better than Interstellar.
Oh, I see. So yours...
Ross? What about you? Favorite movie?
Citizen Kane, probably.
Oh, I mean, if you like ancient trash.
Trash? It's the most important movie in cinema history.
It is? What does that mean?
Well, I mean...
Wait. Hold that thought. Dani, favorite movie? You never said.
And have you shared yours?
Okay. Well, Oppenheimer is probably it.
Really? You're gonna put that above Monty Python?
Yeah. It's a better movie.
Maybe. But which do you enjoy watching more?
Oppenheimer.
I don't believe that.
Sorry that I prefer better movies.
Whatever. Dani then, you pick one yet?
Everyone here seems so eager to get all the little superficial details about each other. Will any of it even help for this game? Because if it does, then how do I know what information is important? To me, it seems like a better plan to get an idea of the type of people I'm dealing with, and I don't care much for them already. Nia thinks her opinions are more correct than everyone else's. I don't have anything against Leo at the moment, I just can't tell if he's actually interested in what we're talking about. And Ross, I think he just likes to make everyone feel small.
Dani's been like this since I walked in. It feels like she's just there to judge the rest of us. I don't know what your problem is with me, but I only get an hour to prepare. Help me out. Women should be helping women, right?
I don't think I have a favorite, really. I don't have a lot of time for movies anyway.
Great. Thanks, Danielle. Very useful.
Oh, is this the final member?
Hi.
Hey, Blake. This is Nia. Nia, Blake.
Oh, aren't you the cutest thing?
Aw, thank you. I am not cute. I'm like the evil genius who's gonna outplay everyone here. And if I gotta start with this woman who couldn't even get here on time, then I'll just have to let her think we're friends. And later, when she has no use, I'll stab her in the back and take the grand prize. She'll never see it coming. Hey, you look kind of familiar. Do I know you from somewhere?
Maybe. Well, not me. My mother actually used to be in commercials all the time. We look really similar, you know.
Your mom's an actress? Anything I would know, or just commercials?
Not exactly. She was in a lot of commercials when my grandfather was just starting his company. Well, my mom's company now.
Yeah, I think that must be it.
Please. This little girl may know my family, but she does not know me. I've been through a lot to end up here, and even though I'm staying grateful to God for the privilege I have, I know how to work.
I achieved way more than this girl has by the time I was her age. I'm not worried about her in the future, even if she makes it through this round.
What company is that again?
Pote, the construction company. They're pretty big. Projects in a few states.
Oh, sure, I know them. But what does a construction company need commercials for?
Attention contestants! The time has come for the first elimination game to commence. Would everyone please make your way to the backyard where I will explain the rules.
I didn't even realize there was a backyard. This place is crazy.
You walk outside from this massive house with like 20-foot ceilings and you see this big green yard with hedges all the way around and all these bright flowers.
Welcome, contestants. As you make your way outside, please pull a ball from the box on the pedestal. Each of you should have one ball. Please do not trade your ball with anyone else's. When you have it, come stand by the stage.
This place is impressive, but they got a whole stage set up in the middle of the yard, and I'm only thinking, is it going to be here for the whole 5 weeks? Kind of ruins the look of the whole thing a little bit.
Thank you all for joining me today, and welcome all of you to the first game and largest elimination round. The machine presents 2 Truths and a Lie. Each one of you grabbed a ball at random from the box over there. You may have noticed your ball is either red, green, or blue. The color of the ball you selected will decide what team you're on for 2 Truths and a Lie. Would you all please stand with your team now?
All right, red team. Yeah.
I'm pretty happy with this team. I'm with my alliance, and probably the 2 people I know the least in the house so far. So hopefully, we won't get quizzed on each other. And Miguel and I should get through this just fine.
All right. This is a good lineup. Let's go, green team.
I think these 4 may be the strongest in this game. Nia was the last to arrive, so she knows as much about anybody as they know about her, definitely. Ivan's got a really good head on his shoulders for figuring things out, and Umar seems like kind of a wild card. I think most of the house still don't even know his name.
Let's show these boys how it's done, blue team.
Our team has 3 girls, and the one guy in our group, Magnus, I'm pretty comfortable with. I'm pretty confident in this team. Red and green, they don't stand a chance.
Thank you, contestants. I will now explain the rules for you. This game is a machine's take on the classic icebreaker game, 2 Truths and a Lie. Every round, your teams will each select one representative to send to the stage, who will then choose one of these 3 podiums to stand by. Be sure to select a representative quickly. The podiums will be claimed on a first-come, first-served basis. On your rep's podium, there is a card that only they will be allowed to read. 2 of the cards will say truth, and the other will say lie. Once each representative has seen their card, they will each say their name and a fact about themselves. However, whoever has the lie card will have to tell a lie, while the other team must tell the truth. Finally, the rest of you will have 1 minute to deliberate and cast your vote for who you think is lying by selecting their image on your team's tablet. Don't take too long to decide, though. If you haven't cast your vote within 1 minute, your vote will be counted towards your representative. If the liar is correctly identified by at least 4 of you, then they'll be out and can no longer act as your team's representative. They will still be able to vote in the following rounds. If, however, the majority is fooled and 4 of you vote for a truth teller, then that truthful rep's team is safe and will not have to elect a representative for the next round. Once your team has no eligible representatives left, then the game is over and your team will have to go home tonight. Are there any questions about the rules before we begin? Please select your representatives.
I can go this time.
We should think about who has the best chance. How about we just pick one person to keep going until they're out? That's good, that's good. Who's gonna go first?
I'll go. I'm good at lying.
Okay, that's good. Go.
The blue team has selected their representative. Please choose a podium.
Good. Go, go, go. Hurry.
The red team has selected their representative. Green team, please send your representative to the stage. Thank you, green team. Please stand by the last podium and read your card.
Okay.
Please, each of you, from right to left, state your name and your fact.
All right. My name is Leonard, but y'all can call me Leo. And my fact is, I've never had a sip of alcohol in my life.
Me next, then. My name is Allain, and I once accidentally committed minor arson.
I'm Ivan Kovac. My fact is this. For the last 2 years, I've been using the empty apartment next to mine as free storage space.
Now that your representatives have given their facts, you will have 1 minute to vote on who you think is lying.
There's no way it's Leo.
How do you accidentally commit arson?
No, most arson is accidental. You leave a cigarette burning or something.
Nah, I trust Ivan. I don't think it's him.
Everyone has submitted their vote. Please, representatives, pull the top card out of the podium and leave the next card covered. Please hold your card up so that everyone can see.
I knew it. Allain is not a trustworthy character.
Accidental arson is a running joke between me and my friends. Maybe that made it sound more believable, but I didn't expect the other two to pick boring little tidbits of their lives.
Your votes have all been counted. The liar for this round is Allain. 5 of you correctly identified the liar, meaning Allain, you are out and can no longer represent your team.
Really, Allain? Weren't you supposed to be good at lying?
Would everyone please return to your team and send up your next representative? The green team has already sent up their next representative.
I got it.
No, you did good. Who's next, though?
I got this.
You sure?
The red team has selected their representative. Blue team, please send up your next player.
Yeah, for sure.
Blue team, we need your representative.
Just go.
Thank you, blue team. Representatives, please read your card and share your fact.
All right. I'm Neapote, and I drove a forklift off of a cliff.
Blake, I have made a necklace out of a dead beetle.
My name is Miguel. Before coming to this house, I quit my security job because I knew I would win this whole thing.
Blake's doesn't strike me as too out there to be true.
Maybe it's a lie on some technicality.
No, he said that he was fired earlier.
There's no way that's right. Miguel told me he's never been fired before.
What? Either Miguel's been playing us for fools, or Allain is lying to my face, and Miguel doesn't seem too strategically inclined to me. Look, Nia's family owns a construction company, so...
Yeah, so it'd be weird if she was able to use an entire forklift without supervision.
It looks like the blue team is too busy arguing to manage to vote.
Just cast your votes.
Fine.
Hurry up.
Hey, get out of the way.
No.
What? What are you doing?
I'm not gonna let you cost us this game.
What are you doing? Get out of the...
Your minute is up, contestants. Anyone who didn't vote will count as a vote for their own representative.
This is unreal. Can someone contain this woman?
Representatives, please reveal your cards.
All right, I was wrong. I don't think I did anything wrong, though. I mean, she really needed some humbling.
The liar for this round is Miguel. However, it appears that we've had a tie in votes between Miguel and Nia, with only 1 vote going for Blake. Because we have a tie, all 3 representatives are out and will be ineligible to represent their team for the rest of the game.
Great. Miguel was lying. Who would have thought? And now we've lost 2 members of Blue Team thanks to Allain.
Please send up your next representatives.
I'm walking back to my team, and I see Ross talking with the red team. Why would he be colluding with the enemy? But then, he whispers to me on his way up.
We just won.
I thought we were all working against each other, but then Ross comes over, says he's got a plan, and I don't see how it could fail.
The 3 representatives have been selected. Please read your cards and give your facts.
I'm Ross, though my legal name is Pierre, and I learned French just to spite my friends. Friends at the time, anyway. This is perfect. I have a plan that should work no matter what, and I am the liar this round. Sorry, Blue Team, but you're going home tonight.
I'm Dani. My fact is, I lived by the beach for 15 years before ever learning how to swim.
I'm Ladell, and I sleep with a water pistol under my pillow at home.
Please, everyone, cast your votes.
We have to go Dani, right?
I think so.
It's gotta be Ross, right?
Green team thinks it's Dani.
It's Ladell.
Are you sure? You haven't exactly had the best judgment so far.
I know. I won't restrict you or anything, but I'm pretty confident.
Will one of you vote for Dani?
What? If it's her, then it's over for us.
Yeah, I know, but the other teams are up to something. I have to test something. This game isn't about finding the liar anymore. With whatever they're planning, if we keep playing like that, we might already be through. Besides, one of the others has to be the lie, right?
All votes have been submitted. Please reveal your cards.
We may have been wrong, but that's the beauty of this strategy. Blue team still loses here.
Ladell did kind of drop the ball this time, though.
The liar is Pierre. Ladell has received the most votes this round, which means the red team is safe and will not elect a representative for the next round. Ladell will also be the only one to vote on the red team for the next round.
Works like a charm.
Not exactly according to plan. Regardless, though, we can now go back and forth until Blue loses another teammate.
I figured it out. Their plan. And I think I know how to beat them.
Please send up your next representative.
Are you good to go back up?
Of course.
Good. I know their strategy. We're exactly where they want us right now. And the only way we don't lose here is if you pick truth.
Easy.
You're up, big guy.
The most mysterious guy here versus the prettiest girl here. This is gonna be interesting.
Please begin.
My name is Danielle, and I'm not wearing any panties.
Was she looking at me?
I am Umar Uzman, and I used to sell stolen goods.
That's true. I know that's true. Umar told us that earlier. Sorry, Dani, but you're out. Too little, too late, you know?
Please cast your votes now.
We're down 2 teammates, and if those 2 teams agree to vote for us, regardless of who the liar is, then we're guaranteed to lose eventually. They didn't account for something, but it doesn't matter since Umar already told us that he went to court for retail theft. He's telling the truth.
All votes have been cast. Representatives?
Umar, really? Is everyone trying to go against my plan? We had this in the bag.
I knew that man couldn't be trusted.
Dani, I could kiss you. I won't, but I could.
The liar this time is Umar. The player who received the most votes this round is Dani. No one is out this round, and the blue team is safe for the next round. Lastly, Dani will cast the only vote for the blue team next round. Please send up your next representatives.
Dani, are you really...
What of it?
Whoever goes up has a 50-50 on whether they're out this time.
I don't trust the green team to not pull something.
There's nothing they can do this time. Ultimately, Dani gets to decide this time.
No, not if we get a truth card. We might have a way out of this, but whoever goes up has to really convince everyone that they're lying.
I'll go.
Are you sure you can handle it?
I did it last time, didn't I?
Please begin, representatives.
My name is Ivan. My fact is I have once performed my own dentistry. Like, on myself.
Your man Ladell once again. One time, I created a remote for my TV out of a lighter because I couldn't find the real remote.
Teams, cast your votes. Representatives, your cards. The liar for this round is Ivan, but Ladell has received the most votes, meaning the red team is safe again for the next round, and no one is out. Please send up your next representatives.
We can win this time, but you all need to do as I say, all right?
I trust you.
Didn't you say we already won? Is your whole plan going wrong already?
It's only going wrong because everyone keeps going against the plan. This time, so long as Ivan picks truth, it only depends on us.
Me?
Yes, it has to be you, and you have to pick the truth card.
I guess my team needs me.
I'm Danielle, and I have never paid for a ticket at a movie theater.
Ivan Kovac. I didn't know what an avocado was until about 2 years ago, when I discovered that I hate them.
Danielle never fails to astonish me, but this time, it's too normal to be a lie, and knowing her, that means it has to be.
Ivan is giving me every signal that he's telling the truth. Except, he told me earlier, man loves his avocados. So he's lying right now. He's gotten better at this so quickly.
3 lies in a row for Green Team. Sorry, Ross. I guess we'll have to wait to take down Dani.
You may now reveal your cards. The liar is Ivan, who has received the most votes this round. He will not be able to represent his team in the future rounds.
What? There are 7 voters. The blue votes should have went to Ivan, and the green votes to Dani. Must have voted for Ivan. If green and red played perfectly, there's no way we should have won there.
Wasn't me.
I voted for my team. Ross kept making promises, and they kept not coming true. I didn't trust him. Even if I voted for Dani, then what? We just have to keep waiting, keep giving Blue more chances to come up with their own plan?
Teams, please, send up 3 representatives.
This changes things.
We're in a good position.
Yeah, but we can't afford to be careless now. Both teams are going to be gunning for us.
We'll have to come up with something on our own, without Green Team's help this time.
Umar's going up again this time. I don't think Ross would let him after how the last time went. Not unless they were planning something.
Let them. I have an idea.
Can you do it this time?
Yeah, you need a break or something?
Something like that. I don't want the responsibility anymore. That and Umar kind of scares me.
Reps, you know what to do.
Leo again. A couple of times I've stolen traffic cones off the street to reserve spots at my apartment complex.
My name is Magnus Laughton. This is actually the first time I've been out of Arizona. I think so. Anyway, this time of year, this place is too cold to be Arizona weather.
Umar, please share your fact.
Umar, I scared off a professional MMA fighter.
What was that about?
Never been out of his home state? That's not really unexpected.
No, but earlier he said he'd been to Disneyland.
It's too mundane to be true, but the other one's too unlikely to not be a lie.
Would Magnus lie like that?
Team reps, reveal your cards. The liar, Leonard, received the most votes, and so he is out.
Ross, I have won and lost more money in one night than I've ever seen in one place before or since.
Dani, again. I made a guy cry once after he wouldn't leave me alone.
Finally, I'm Jessie, and I went to an all-girls high school for 6 years.
Votes have been cast. Please reveal your cards. The liar this round is Dani, and she has received the most votes. Dani is out this round.
Finally! The first time I'm up to bat, I get to end her winning streak. We're back to where we were before, and the blue team is going down.
I'm Ladell, as you know, and I learned how to solder from a book on interior design.
Umar, I used to sell stolen goods.
Hopefully not for the last time. I'm Magnus Laughton. I once was arrested for vandalizing a Taco Bell.
We're behind once again. But the other teams are not as coordinated as they were before. We still have a chance here.
Ladell, the liar, has received the most votes and is out this round.
Yes.
Damn it, Ladell. The moment we're not colluding with the green team, we lose 2 teammates. I should have pulled a different color.
Umar wouldn't have said the same fact twice if he didn't have some trick up his sleeve, right? Now he looks super suspicious, though. What is going on?
Contestants, we are now in the final few rounds of the game. Please choose your actions carefully. Red team, green team, blue team, please send up your next representatives.
Umar, where are you going? We're alternating, remember?
Let him. Why are you so upset?
We had a plan.
What plan? Our plans ended ages ago. We've pretty much won the game at this point anyway.
Representatives, please give your facts.
I'm Umar. I've never been arrested.
My name is Jessie. I beat Punch-Out, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, on my first attempt.
Hopefully now for the last time. My name is Magnus, and I accidentally staged an intervention for my brother.
Contestants, please cast your votes.
There's no way that could be true, right? But it has to be, somehow. He's trying to make us safe, so there's no way to lose next turn.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. He's been such a wild card so far.
I've learned a lot about these three in our short time in this house. I'm pretty sure it's Jesse.
That can't be right.
This is the moment of truth.
What if there's another round?
All votes are cast. Team reps, please. Once again, reveal your cards. The liar this round is Magnus.
I knew it.
However, once again, we have a tie between two representatives, which means all three representatives are out this round. The game is not over, though. Only one team is going home tonight. But after 10 rounds, both the blue and red team have run out of eligible representatives. To settle this, we will enter a sudden death round. For this round, each of the final two representatives for the eliminated teams, Magnus and Jesse, will tell a fact about themselves that is either a lie or a truth. Their opponent will then have 3 seconds to call out their fact. If a contestant calls out a lie told by their opponent, then the liar is out and their team is eliminated. They can't call each other out any time, though. If one of the representatives calls out a truth as a lie, or fails to call out a lie, then they are out and their team is eliminated. The two representatives will now play rock, paper, scissors to decide who goes first. Jesse, Magnus, whenever you're ready.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Jesse has won rock, paper, scissors, and so will tell the first fact. Jesse, whenever you're ready.
I accidentally stole a car for 3 months.
I'm 5 foot and 9 inches tall, exactly the national average.
I've knocked someone out inside a church.
I don't know how to sew.
Jesse has failed to call out Magnus's lie, and she is out. The red team has lost a game, and they'll be leaving the machine tonight. Please say your goodbyes and pack your belongings. You will be escorted at lights out. And with that, the machine presents Two Truths and a Lie is over. Contestants, you may return inside the house now and prepare for lights out at 9 o'clock p.m. And I will talk with you all again in the morning where there may be a surprise for you all.
Thanks, Irene.
Ah, jeez. Well played, guys. I guess I was just outclassed here.
Don't beat yourself up. Someone's got to be the weakest link, right?
You're right.
Why do the rest of us have to pay for the weakest link, though?
Shut up. You wanted into our alliance, didn't you?
Yeah. We really thought each other was going to be our final opponent, didn't we?
You were both gonna last to the end? Against everyone?
And yet you chose to be on the same team?
I know, right? What were we thinking?
Hate to see them go, but that's what happens when you go against people who are smarter than you.
Dani, I wish we could have spent more time together. Let's grab a drink or something when you get out of this place. How about it?
Of course.
Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna remember that.
It's a shame that somebody has to leave. I'm just glad it's not me. Honestly, I might owe my continued residence in the house to being on a team with such powerhouses. I'll have to keep an eye on them in the future.
Well, it really was good to meet you guys. Would have been better to get my hands on that 800K, though.
I don't think anyone could have expected the level of competition in that game. You guys did great.
Hey, let's keep in touch, all right? And I'll meet up after the show is over. How's that sound?
I'd like that.
Yeah, if I have time.
We'll have to see how things go in the house first.
I'll do it. On one condition. You tell me how y'all beat us.
All right, well, as soon as all the reps were out in round 2, I realized that we were down and you guys' teams could win by just tying the vote every time. If your teams always vote for their own reps, then you can almost guarantee a tie. But you then run the risk of the blue team vote eliminating your rep. So you have to make your own team's lies and truths readily identifiable. If you know your rep is the liar, then your team would instead vote for our rep. Of course, I had no way of knowing if that was actually your strategy, so I had to test it. In the third round, I knew you all must have had a secret code to tell your team you were lying, but I also knew that Dani was telling the truth and that Ross was lying. So one of us voted for Dani while the other two voted for Ladell. If Dani ended up with the popular vote that round, then we would know that she must have at least received votes from both of your teams, and you weren't using ties to win. However, if Ladell received the popular vote, then we would know you were splitting your vote between the truth tellers.
I see. But why not vote for Ross then?
Because if I was right, then that would tie the votes as well, and we'd be down another member. The only issue is, in the next round, if we ever drew the lie card, we would have no way to keep you all from voting us out. We had to keep drawing the truth card until one of your teams made a mistake or something and voted out one of your own. All I know is Green Team kept drawing the lie card, and somebody on one of your teams decided to vote for Ivan instead of Dani, and we were back in the game. It's possible Ladell voted for Ivan to hinder the Green Team, but that doesn't really help Red Team at all. So it could have been someone on the Green Team, but the only one who was thinking that far ahead was Ross, and he wouldn't have jeopardized his own plan like that.
You're wrong. Everyone was thinking about what happens in the next rounds, and somebody saw that if the game continued like this, there were failure points popping up left and right. If she was safe, then the vote next round would have been in your hands again. And so it would go on and on like that until red turned against green or vice versa. Better to end it early and live with the results than let your team figure out how to turn the game around. Especially when the one calling all the shots keeps getting so unlucky.
I suppose that makes sense. So you voted for your own team then?
Not me. Like I said, everyone here was playing the game for themselves. And everyone here did what they did to win.
Well then, after all that, the game kind of became a free-for-all, and your team was stuck competing with the strongest people in the game, Dani, Umar, and Ross. So all I had to do was clean up near the end.
Wow. I guess we were just outworked here.
No, I think we just got lucky.
Maybe. I mean, if I was on your team, I don't think I'd be going home tonight.
There's not really any point in speculating now. Things may have gone differently if they went differently, right?
Yeah, you're right. I am gonna miss your brute logic though, Blake.
Alright, we'll see how I manage without your chipper attitude all the time.
Yeah, for sure. I'll be watching every episode from home, so don't disappoint me, okay?
Okay.
Oh, lights out, everyone. Let's get to bed. We might have another team building challenge in the morning.
Umar, there's still one thing I don't really understand about the game earlier. You said everyone did what they did to win, right? So why did you want to go up for the last round when you were alternating every round before that? Did you not trust your teammates?
Well, I went on stage whenever you did. Everyone else was playing that game because eventually they might win some money. But your first round up there was different. You had lied to us all earlier so that you had a strategic move later in the game. And you did it without anyone noticing. That intrigued me. And when I looked at you standing there was this look in your eye. You were enjoying the game in a way no one else was. And I wanted to test you. I wanted to see what makes Magnus tick. And if whatever it was would break at the challenge.
You're an interesting guy, Umar.
Everyone shall taste death, and only on the day of judgment shall you be paid your wages in full. You are called to leave the fire and embrace rewards. And whoever is to remove the red fire and admit it to their call is successful. The life of this world will only the enjoyment of deception. Be deceived and enjoy, or find a true calling and suffer the fire.
Day 2. in the machine, I woke up to a scream today from the living room. It was Allain. Allain found, they're dead. All of them. Fuck. The losers from yesterday, the red team, all of them. Their heads, their decapitated heads, were put on this, like, shrine, I guess. This is some cult shit.
The Machine is a Queen Anne's Revenge podcast. You can follow at QAR Official on Instagram for updates about the show and other Queen Anne's Revenge productions. While you're at it, consider joining the Discord server. Links are in the episode description. The Machine is written and produced by yours truly, Jacob Huertas, with voices from Katarina Contreras as Irene Wilder, Andy Field as Magnus Laughton, Ray O'Hare as Umar Uzman, Lee Kedem as Dani Amerland, Emily Fry as Nia Pote, Robin van der Knight as Alani Fakir, Allain Armean as Pierre Rosi, Noah Sharon as Ivan Kovac, and Jade Comish as Blake McLaughlin. Additional voices from Joshua Chamberlain as Miguel, Laurel Morgan as Jesse, Terry Briscoe as Ladell, Henry Schrader as Leonard, and Madeline Wecker as the other voice. Original music by Drea Julette. Social media and business contact info for cast and crew are in the episode description. Foley and sound effects from the Queen Anne's Revenge archive. The Machine is edited, mixed, and mastered by Jacob Huertas. Thank you for listening. Please tune in next time for episode 2 of The Machine.